I was able to go from making a consistent $3,000 to $6,000 a month on Etsy to making $30,000 on Etsy. And I think there is this idea that passive income is passive, but there does take some strategy and consistency to be able to not have to work as hard every single day. So today we're going to be going over the step-by-step process of how I was able to make $30,000 in 30 days on Etsy. Hi, I'm Bryn. I've been in the online small business industry since 2015. I own a top 1% performing Etsy shop, and I'm also a consultant for creatives wanting to break into the e-commerce industry. So how did I go from making $3,000 to $6,000 a month on Etsy to $30,000 a month on Etsy? Let's start with step number one. I learned how to make SVG files. So of course, if you're going to have passive income, you have to have something to sell, usually a digital file or a coaching or service or something along those lines. I had taken 4 years to perfect my SVG files and make sure that they actually function and work properly for Cricut and Silhouette users. During the 4 years that I was perfecting this, my goal wasn't to sell SVG files. I was actually taking these design files, making coffee mugs with them and selling coffee mugs. But 10,000 hours later, I became very good at it and people started asking me for my designs. And I was very, very hesitant to actually sell them. There was a lot of imposter syndrome of, is this going to work for someone else? And also, I'm not a graphic designer, so what would give me the right to actually sell this? But just like anything else in my business, I was like, what the heck, let's try it out. If you want to learn how to make SVG files, go ahead and head to the description where you can find information on my SVG course, which includes how to make them and how to market them. So the second step was creating SVGs for a very, very small niche. Now, you guys know I'm an advocate for multi-passionate artists and for starting our Etsy shop without a niche. But at this point, I had enough market research to niche down that I knew it wasn't going to be a problem. So if you're like, what kind of niche are you talking about? You know, SVGs. A lot of times when we go to Etsy and we search SVG, you get these SVGs that are very, very broad. And a lot of times when we just see this blank SVG, it's like a blank canvas and there's just so many different things that we could possibly do with it. It's like overload for our minds and we can't think of anything that we want to do with it. So when I say niche down with SVGs, I mean pick one product, at least to start with. So think SVGs for beer can glasses. At this point, I set out to only solve one problem for one market. The third step is actually opening your Etsy shop. So I had an established Etsy shop at the time and I just integrated it in there, which I would highly suggest not doing. Start a new shop for digital downloads only. Keep it separate from your physical product. Now, the confusion came in of, is this a physical product or is it a digital product? And because I was selling both, it was very confusing to customers. Starting a shop with the same name, but adding like SVG or digital to the end, like Brittany K SVG, Brittany K digital. We want to make it as easy as possible for our customers to buy from us. And if they're confused, they're not going to buy from you. And I love having the digital products on Etsy because with proper SEO, they're going to drive that traffic for me. If you're wanting to learn how to properly set up your Etsy shop and set up listings properly so that Etsy is driving that traffic, make sure you sign up for my Etsy course waitlist, which is in the description. The fourth step is partnering with brands. That is very specifically related to your niche. So I'm going to use the example that we used before. If you're using beer can glasses, start reaching out to vinyl tool companies, transfer tape, even Cricut or Silhouette themselves. If you're not able to get brand deals with these companies, then I highly suggest getting affiliated with Amazon so you can at least link these products that you're going to be using and get some sort of commission off of it. The fifth step is to create a free SVG. Now, I'd highly suggest having this come out on a monthly basis. I personally try to do it on a weekly basis. I think that is why my success was so quick, but it was really, really exhausting. So, I'd highly suggest sticking with once a month until you kind of get into the flow of things. So when you create this freebie, it does require an email opt-in to download. So at this point, we are giving our audience free SVGs, which they're loving, and growing our email list so that we can market any upcoming product. The sixth step is making long form content. So how-to videos, how to use your SVG, and then posting those on either YouTube or some type of blog. So I think one of the best things about YouTube is it's still based on SEO. It's a very searchable platform, and videos can continue to rank for years. Now you can link your Etsy shop, which is going to direct people to your SVG files to purchase, and promote your freebie SVG while still growing our email list. So in these videos, I think it's really important to share brand partners. We're going to link our Amazon affiliates also in the description. Final step is to create short form videos for Pinterest, TikTok, and Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, make sure you take a second and go follow me there if you want more Etsy and business tips. Again, we're going to tag our brand partners and we're going to encourage them to repost. Now, this is a great way to get new exposure for our business and get new followers. The great thing about targeting these vinyl shops and people within our niche is we are gaining the right type of follower. They are our target audience. A lot of my focus is on SEO driving my traffic for me. There has been such an increase with new shops that I think it is a little bit more difficult, not impossible, but more challenging than it used to be. And that's why I think it's important to have that strategy beyond tags and titles. So let's review the 7 steps again. The first one was learn how to make SVG files. The second one is to have a very small niche. The third one is to start your SVG shop on Etsy. The fourth is to partner with brands within our niche to increase our exposure. Fifth is to create a free monthly SVG file. The sixth step is to create long form process videos and post them on YouTube or a blog. And step 7 is to share short form video on TikTok, Instagram, and or Pinterest. Now, using this strategy, I was able to make $30,000 on Etsy alone. This does not include any money that I made with brand deals and or affiliate links. But what I love about this strategy is that we're really focused on multiple sources of income through our Etsy shop, brand deals, affiliate links, but also continuing to grow our business and expand our reach. I don't think that this whole process is specifically related to SVGs. I think that it can be done on any type of digital content. Be sure to grab my free SEO guide and get more traffic to your shop today. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified on my next video so that you can continue to educate yourself on how to start your Etsy shop and grow your small business. While you're waiting for that, go ahead and check out these other videos. I'll see you soon.